You're listening to the Real Elevation podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and here we discuss topics on personal fitness, well-being, and elevation of mind and body. Join us as we help build and grow a community of real, elevated men and women. If you're currently feeling frustrated, flat, and fed up with life, or want to be a physically and mentally elevated individual, you're invited to join us each and every week here on the Real Elevation podcast. Welcome to the RE family and get ready to elevate your mind and body. Hello there and welcome back to the Real Elevation podcast, the podcast where we dive into all things health, fitness and elevation of mind and body. I'm your host Mike Hendricks, and today we have another outstanding, informative and elevating show again for you. I'd like to welcome all first-time listeners here on the podcast, and be sure to stay to the end of the show where I'll be sharing with you all our social media links where you could connect with us as we continue to grow the Real Elevation podcast community. Thank you for tuning in again, guys. Wonderful to have you here with me. Today we'll talk about one of the biggest roadblocks to unlocking your true health and well-being potential, and that is your comfort zone. We know as we get older, it's so easy to just drop into familiar routines, doing the same things, living out the same patterns of life, habits, because it's safe and it's predictable. But what if I told you that staying in your comfort zone might be holding you back from feeling your best, moving better, and actually living a longer, more vital life? So in today's episode, I'm going to break down 3 reasons why your comfort zone is actually killing your potential. So today we're going to be talking about your comfort zone curse. 3 reasons why your comfort zone is killing your health potential and what to do about it. So your comfort zone curse. 3 reasons why your comfort zone is killing you and your potential and what to do about it. So we know, as I mentioned, as you get older, it's easy just to slide into doing the same thing. But if you're in your 40s, your 50s or older, and of course I'm going to be sharing some practical solutions, you need to listen keenly. Plus, if you stay right to the end of the show, I will give you a little bonus tip that will help you out, get you out of that rut that you may be in, and start getting you thriving again and living your best life. All right, so reason number 1, stagnation stifles your health as you age. Stagnation stifles your health as you age. So the first reason your comfort zone is holding you back is because you may be stagnated. You know, as we age, we need to maintain our physical and mental ability and agility. So things will start to get harder if we're not doing things, practicing, doing activities, doing certain exercises that will help us to maintain that mental and physical activity and that agility. Things will start to slip. So we don't want to lose our strength. We definitely don't want to lose our mobility. And we don't want to lose any of our cognitive function. Our bodies are meant to move, you know. They won't move the same way, let's be honest, where they did maybe when you're in your early 20s and 30s. But if we're doing the things that we need to do, we're not stagnating, we're being proactive, we're moving our bodies, we're testing ourselves, we're exercising ourselves, we're stressing the body in the right kind of way, it's going to be helpful to us. So we're going to stay away from stagnating. If we're doing the same things, not really testing our bodies, we're just doing the same routine, nothing really changes, you're not going to see your body adapt. And you need to do that as you get older, you know. So what I'm talking about is if you're not in any form of exercise and you're just in that same mode of just doing the same thing time and time again, you're not going to see any sort of adaptation in the body. And if you are exercising, doing the same thing, again, you're not going to see any sort of adaptation. So it's important that we don't fall into that trap of doing same old. We're going to lose muscle mass. We're going to do joint mobility. All the things that we need as we get older, 40s, 50s and beyond, we need to be practicing those things and not stagnated and not doing those things. So what can you do in terms of a solution if you find yourself stagnating? You need to challenge your body with certain movements. So I'm talking about if you're exercising and even if you're not exercising. If you're not exercising, you need to start thinking about ways that you can begin to challenge your body with certain type of movements. We often talk about primal movement patterns, where we're talking about lunge type movements, squat type movements, lift type movements, push-pull type movements. All those need to be incorporated into your physical activity, your exercise routine, your training plan, whatever it is that you're doing. So you're challenging the body. By doing this, getting the body moving in those particular ways, it's one of the best ways to maintain muscle strength, muscle mass. Bone strength is obviously a big issue for women as they get older, to offset that risk of osteopenia and osteoporosis. And those functional movements that we want to be doing all the time. So they are bread and butter. We get up every day, in and out of bed, get up out of chairs, get in and out of our cars. We're going to be practicing those movements, as I mentioned, like presses, lunges, squats. They're the things that are going to help us to keep ourselves mobile. We're going to stay away from being stagnating, not testing the body, and keeping us in a mode which is going to be challenging, but it's going to be beneficial for us moving forward. So keep challenging the body with movements, adapting your workouts, adapting your physical activities, staying away from stagnation. That's the key thing to keep you out of your comfort zone. Reason 2, while your comfort zone is killing your health potential, is that comfort breeds complacency. Comfort breeds complacency, and that complacency puts you at more risk, especially as you age. Comfort zone, we don't want to be in there, because as we get complacent, we risk exposing ourselves to more certain types of metabolic conditions as we age. So you may be in the mindset where you're thinking, you know what, I'm fine, I've not really got any problems, my health seems to be okay, I'll just chill and not really spend any time investing in my health and fitness. But here's the thing to remember: taking it easy now, you can pay a heavy price later. So don't get complacent. Studies have shown us that people who stay active well into their late 40s, 50s and 60s are beyond less likely to develop chronic illnesses. So you being active, 40s, 50s, 60s and continuing on, the older you get, you're significantly, the studies and data are out there, you don't have to believe me, you can go check it out for yourself. There are numbers of papers that confirming this. You significantly reduce your risk of forming, creating, suffering from chronic illnesses and diseases. So we're talking about things such as diabetes, whether it be type 2, type 1, osteoporosis, osteopenia, heart disease, reducing your risk of being exposed to certain types of cancers. As I said, don't believe a word I say. You can go out there and look at all these different studies that have been done. The papers are confirming that as you age, if you're engaging in regular physical activity, you're not being complacent, you are investing time on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis in your physical and mental health, you significantly, I can't underscore that term enough, significantly reduce your risk of forming or struggling with any metabolic condition. So it's important that if you are in that complacency mindset at the moment, you're just not really doing anything about it, you need to have a think and look to challenge that. If you're not actively pushing yourself to stay healthy, both mentally and physically, as I say, you might be setting yourself up. So what's the solution? So set yourself some goals, but set those goals with longevity in mind. So what do I mean by that? Often when we talk about getting fit, getting healthy, and again, I'm not having a go or judging anyone who wants to do this, because it's important as well, but often those goals are about for vanity reasons. You know, we want to look a particular way, we want to have a particular body image, and again, there is nothing wrong with that. But more importantly, especially as we age, we want to be setting our goals that help us live longer better. Yeah? Goals that help us to live longer better. Ask yourself this simple question. Whether you're in your late 30s, late 40s, 50s, 60s, what do I want to look and feel like in 10, 15 years' time from now? You want to be able to be doing pretty much what you're doing now in 15, 20, 30 years' time. You know, it's all good having great chest or washboard abs and all that stuff, but is that really going to serve you? So you need to be thinking about what you can be doing that's going to help you to maintain longevity and enjoy life to the best of your ability. So if you're wanting to, someone who is fond of traveling, you want to like to go around the world, one of the things obviously you need to be able to do, you need to be able to be mobile and walk. So doing exercise that's going to help you to stay strong so you can walk is key. Keeping up with those type of activities, exercises that are going to help promote and increase your longevity is something that I'm always encouraging my clients to do. Yes, it's good to, obviously, if your objective is to get the weight down, it's very important to do things that are going to help you to achieve that goal. Yes, if you want to look or have a particular physique, that's also important to do exercises that are going to support that. However, longevity, that's what we're talking about here. We want to get out of that complacency mindset, get into a mental space and a physical space where we're investing time in our health and our well-being. So we're doing exercise that's going to work towards our goal. Keep us focused on that North Star, whatever that is for us. So if it's to play with the grandkids or being active, as I mentioned, so you can still go out with your walking groups or going out traveling, whatever it is that is your North Star, you need to be doing physical activities that are going to support that and keep you moving in a direction that's going to have you enjoying a long, vital life. Do you ever wonder about upgrading your health but aren't sure where to start? Imagine having a clearer understanding of your well-being, gaining confidence through self-awareness, and even having the chance for a free one-on-one health consultation. Sounds amazing, right? Well, you're in luck. We have something special just for you. Introducing our exclusive health quiz appraisal. This quick and easy quiz is designed to help you understand your health better and identify areas where you can improve. By completing our health quiz appraisal, you'll gain empowering insights, understand your health better with personalized feedback tailored just for you, build confidence, boost your self-awareness and take charge of your health and fitness journey, get exclusive access, have the opportunity to receive a free one-on-one health consultation with one of our expert holistic fitness coaches. Imagine feeling more in control of your health, having the right guidance to make positive changes the way you want. It's all possible with just a few minutes of your time. So don't wait. Head over to hendricksholistic.com/survey right now and take the first steps towards a healthier, more confident, leaner, stronger you. That's hendricksholistic.com/survey. We can't wait to see you there. Remember, your health is your wealth. Take the quiz today and start your journey to a better you. On today's episode, we are talking about your comfort zone curse. 3 reasons why your comfort zone is killing your health potential and what to do about it. So number 1, we spoke about stagnation stifles your health as you age. So you need to make sure that you're challenging your body. Number 2, we spoke about complacency. Comfort breeds complacency, especially puts you at risk as you age. So you need to be setting yourself healthy goals, things that you can work on, but with longevity in mind, keeping yourself active for longer. And reason number 3, fear of starting over keeps you stuck. Now this may be something that you can relate to, and it's that fear of, do I have to do it again? Like maybe that you've been out of for a while, you've not been investing time in your fitness and your health. It may be due to an injury or your circumstances may have changed and you've let things slide and you're not in that mode of exercise before. And it can feel daunting starting over again. And it's easy to fall into that mindset where you're thinking, oh, what's the point now? It's too late for me. I'm never going to get back to making a real difference. But here is the truth. Here's a real talk. It is never too late to improve your health. And I mean never. Regardless of your circumstances or what situation you find yourself in, small changes in your physical activity and your diet, your lifestyle can have a huge impact on how you feel and how you show up in the world. And this is what we're always talking and encouraging you to do. Keep yourself active mentally and physically, especially as you're getting on in life. Late 40s, 50s and 60s, you hear me talking about that. And a lot of people are knowing, they've come to a point where they know they need to be investing time in their physical health and also the mental health. But it's that fear of thinking, what should I do? And is this really going to work for me? Is there any point? But I'm here to remind you and encourage you, yes, there is a point. It's a huge point. The world needs more people fit, healthy and vital, especially now as we're going through these challenging times. So it's easy to get discouraged, but I'm here to fight that fear, recognize the fear, look at the fear, but say, you know what? I'm going to still continue on. Your body will thank you for it. You know, it is harder and harder the longer you put it off. But I can guarantee, personal testimony here, that if you do, your body will thank you for it. You can slow down that accelerating the aging that you may be experiencing. You can see improvements, you know, late 30s, 40s, 50s. You can achieve that fitness, that health, the levels of energy that you really want to enjoy regardless of age. Okay? So you might be thinking, well, all right, that's all good, Mike, but what to do? What should I do? So my tip, my insight would be, in terms of a solution, start where you are. Draw a line in the sand. Forget about what you may have done in the past. It's all good to remember that, but try not to look back with regret, saying, I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to do that. That was all good. This is where you are now. Start slowly and build. Build from where you are now. This is one of the things that we always do with our clients, is go through a thorough assessment, talking about their health, their well-being, physically, mentally, emotionally, looking at all these key areas. More information that we have, the more that we can help people moving forward. So once we've done that, we focus on what we can do right this very moment and look to build on that. So whether it's doing something like, I don't know, for example, walking more. If that's the starting point, great. Let's do a little bit more of that if we can. Doing some light strengthening exercises or some mobility exercises, great. If that's what it is that we can do, let's focus and build on that. We might be doing a class, doing something like a yoga class or Pilates class. If that's where we are right now, let's start there. But the key is consistency and being ready to work at the right level of intensity. And the appropriate level of intensity is key to get you over that fear, because once you see that you can do it, it just reinforces that positive behavior and you're going to do it again. And you're all about protecting your health moving forward, starting from where you are now, regardless of your ability level, and keep moving forward, practicing your strength exercises, practicing your mobility exercises, building on your cardiovascular health. That's what we would encourage you to do so you can overcome that fear. Because if you are in that fear of, I can't do it, it's just going to keep you stuck and you're going to stay in that comfort zone. Now, I mentioned at the top of the show that I'm going to give you a bonus tip. I've gone through those 3 points. That bonus tip is embrace growth as you age. Embrace growth as you age. So you could say embrace a growth mindset as you age. Now, it's very easy to get stuck in our ways as we age, yeah, especially when we're someone who's quite experienced, we've lived quite a little bit of life, but we should always have a growth mindset. Thinking about the past and saying that was a prime time and that was in my heyday and all that kind of thing. Yep, it's good to be reflective and it's good to reminisce, but if you have that growth mind saying, my best days are ahead of me, or I'm going to do the best that I can in terms of investing in my physical and mental well-being, that's going to be your outlook, and that's going to be your attitude. That's going to propel you and move you forward. So staying open to new ways of doing things, staying open to new ways of learning, staying open to new types of exercises, and even staying open to new types of hobbies or interests or activities. Even technology, for I know of a lot of people who are of a certain age, technology fears them. But technology is a tool. And when that tool is used in a correct manner to service, as opposed to controlling us, it's a great way that we can enhance and improve our health moving forward, both physically and mentally. So be open to that growth mindset. That's my bonus tip. Yeah, as you age, don't be stuck in your ways. Don't be stuck in a certain mentality. Really think about that growth mindset. So that they are my 3 insights, plus that one, about how you can remove yourself from your comfort zone, get out of that comfort zone curse, and maximize your health potential. Get over that stagnation. We talked about number 1. Get out of that complacency mindset. And then we spoke about overcoming fear, because that keeps you stuck. And then finally we said, embrace that growth mindset. So there you have it. Don't be fooled by thinking that staying in your comfort zone is doing you a favor. I'm here to remind you it's not. Those 3 solutions, when you practice them, they will have you breaking free from your comfort zone. And plus that bonus tip about having that growth mindset will help you as well. Remember, it's never too late, regardless of where you are. So even if you're in your 20s listening to this and you're thinking about starting a new fitness and wellbeing journey, or even if you're over 70, regardless, it's never too late. Look to challenge yourself every day. Obviously, seek advice. Speak to an expert coach, someone who can point you in the right direction. As you know, I will leave my link and details where you can connect with us if you've got any questions. I'm here to offer any help and advice to get you started or maintain you on your health and well-being journey. You're investing in your future. As I mentioned, I'm here to promote more people being fit, healthy and well, because the world needs that right now. So thank you for tuning in today. I trust you found today's episode insightful and uplifting. Until next time, remember, be well, be wise, be cool, be calm. And until next time, keep it real. Blessings and chi. Peace.